I ain't gonna lie, but like, nah, I'm a real Star Wars fan. It's sad to see what happened to Star Wars, man. Like, Star Wars was like the number one like franchise for like 30, 40 years, bro. It's sad, bro.
Yeah, Star
She
Wars.
would have
Yeah,
you. She would have you let a woman steer the shit.
man, stop, stop, dog. Stop, man, stop, man. Is she staring? Or is she just a face? The face of it.
She was the one in charge.
Look, man,
She
I
was
don't
like
think
their Kevin Feige.
I don't think you can blame her, dog. Even though she appeared to be in charge, I don't think.
Oh
Look, man.
man, see that you being more feminist than me. You say she wasn't really in charge. Are you being more anti-feminist than me, man?
Look, man. We know, man. We look. Uh, obviously, it's you know when you get in that seat, even Kevin Feige for the most part, he got into the seat, and I'm sure there's things that he can't do, but he want to do, but he understand that the business of it don't make sense, right?
Yeah.
And you and just like how Sony be pumping out these trash ass fucking Spider-Man universe properties, dog. They do that to keep the license, and they want to keep the property in circulation.
Kevin
So
Feige be mad every time they put something out. Like, what the fuck?
Because it is affecting the MCU. Because people,
it is.
Yeah, like even though they like directly attached, it is attached because Spider-Man attached. So it's like, come on, you fucking the bag up for everybody, dog. Like, where's that? Where's this post at? I'm trying to find this shit. Because he said they had 10 movies they wanted to make, and they didn't make any of them bitches. Oh, he said, oh, here you go right here. It says, since Rise of Skywalker closed the Skywalker saga in December 2019, Disney has announced at least 10 new Star Wars theoretical films. Zero have made it to theaters. The one that finally broke the streak is a 166 million repackaged Disney Plus TV season, which is he talking about the Mandalorian, the Grogu shit. So this is supposed to be a show, a season, but they just like, fuck it, let's make it a movie instead.
That's bad. I mean, this is gonna be TV budget, TV script. That when stuff's made for TV and it goes to theaters, it never turns out well.
Yeah, it's like Benioff and Wise's trilogy, Kevin Feige's films, Patty Jenkins, Rogue Squadron, Taika Waititi. He's just naming all the projects that fell. You ain't got to get into all of that. All dead projects. Yeah, all of that shit died. Like niggas just it's like the Iceman shit. Niggas just announced the shit that never happened. Then Lucasfilms did the simplest thing possible. They took what was going to be Mandalorian Season 4 and moved it to theaters. The budget is the tale, $166 million for that shit. Per the California Film Commission, Rise of the Skywalker cost $416 million. Force Awakens cost $638 million. Even The Acolyte, the Disney Plus TV show Disney canceled for being too expensive, came in at $230 million. So he's saying that this ain't worth theater. This ain't theater quality. Nigga, all these other movies cost hundreds of more dollars than this shit. This shit only $166 million. It's on a TV show budget, but it's in theater. The Star Wars theatrical film, restarting the franchise costs less than the Star Wars streaming show that just killed the costing too much. The math only works if you understand what broke. Disney paid $4 billion for Lucasfilm in 2012, planning a Marvel-style theoretical engine. When Rise of Skywalker landed badly with fans, they pivoted. Star Wars was moved to Disney Plus. The Mandalorian was the anchor. Disney Plus then ran up $11 billion in cumulative operating losses before reaching profitability, and Iger called the aggressive streaming push a mistake in 2023. So it's just all this shit. It's just like I don't know how they can. Like I said, I don't know how they can fix this shit, man.
The problem with all these cinematic universes, they like to announce everything before anything's even done. And I think people need to go back in time. I think when we look back, like when people look at, everyone looks at the MCU as like the standard to make a cinematic universe, right?
Yeah.
I think we got to go back to All right. Instead of just saying, instead of going hindsight, let's put ourselves back in 2010, 2008. And what did Marvel do? They never told us it was a cinematic universe.
Yeah, they probably didn't even know it, did they?
They made Iron Man 1. It became successful. And then Hulk came out that same year. And they literally said, hey, let's just throw Iron Man at the end of it. They knew Kevin Feige had a plan of what he wanted to do. Obviously, he had an idea. But they just threw him in last minute. And then we didn't get another movie for 2 years. And that's when we got Iron Man 2. And we didn't start getting like full slates of shit until like phase 2 was almost already done. Like around Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
Winter Soldier. That's when they started announcing, oh, look, this is all the shit we got for phase 3, phase 4. But by that time, they already been out for like 7 years. They had 7 years of success. And then they started telling us this is everything that's coming out. The problem is these motherfuckers want to just tell everything that's coming out. And if this first shit don't hit, it's gonna fuck up the rest of this shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like just
don't tell us this. Like people like, yeah, Marvel do it all the time. Yeah, but Marvel, they didn't do it until they realized this shit was working first. Then they started announcing everything. In the beginning of the first 6, 7 years, 8 years, they was not announcing this is what we got going forward. They never announced that.
Because they ain't even own their good shit. This was all a risk for them.
When Iron Man came out, we didn't even know it was a cinematic universe. We just thought, oh, Iron Man movie. Then we saw Nick Fury at the end, like, oh wait, are they doing something? And then we saw how Nick Fury started, like, oh shit, they might do an Avenger movie, and the Avenger movie actually happened. You know what I mean? They didn't announce it like 4 years ahead of time. Avenger movie coming out, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and the thing, but niggas is forgetting is this shit got to be good for the season for the universe to work.
That's the thing. If you don't announce the whole cinematic universe, and you put the first movie out and it bombs, now you could pivot and have nobody criticize you. You know what I mean?
Like,
yeah. Now you can
start over. Like, you can find a good start. This whole I don't see this whole cinematic universe thing. I'm so done with this shit. Like
I'm not done with it. I just think people gotta do it right. I don't think you should announce. Like I said, Marvel, we didn't get a full phase announcement till phase 3. I don't think you should announce everything you're gonna do for the next 10 years when you haven't even put nothing out yet. I don't think so. Like,
yeah, that shit.
And then announce phase 2. How about that? At least there's a phase 1 before we start announcing.
At
least get 5 good movies. You can get 5 good movies. Then you can start announcing shit.
Yeah. I think they should just start this shit over. Just reboot it. Even the original trilogy. Start it all over. New cast, new everything. Start that shit all the way over. Like
the thing with Star Wars, you don't actually have to reboot it. You could just go to a different part of the galaxy and do a whole new story.
Like, but they can't do that. They love to put the Skywalkers and they love to put all that shit in there. They love to tie everything together because they feel like people won't watch it if it's not tied to nothing. So they love doing that shit.
This is why I say movies in the 80s were better. That's the best.
Yeah, it was. I definitely agree with that now. I think we are so.
The 80s was the best era of movies because people weren't scared to take a risk.
Yep. I think we are so obsessed with trying to do what worked in the past instead of trying to take risk on making new shit. Like,
and because all the writers were on crack, so it helped them with all the writers on crack. Let's not forget that part.
Yeah, we had crazy shit. The 80s had crazy shit.
The 80s was the best. People was on crack, and then they just doing shit. Am I lying?
Look, we talking about the white people though. We talking about
what makes the 80s the best to me is that people weren't afraid to take a risk.
Yeah, for sure.
Like we're still remaking movies all the movies we remake and stuff are from the 80s. Why is that?
Bro,
it's the best era of movies. That's why.
Bro, everything we do is from the 80s, nigga. Everything is coming back around. Like nobody fucking with the new shit, dog. This new minimalist shit. Everybody going back to the 80s when everything was crazy. But let's move on to some. Well, actually, you know what? I guess we didn't talk about what are your thoughts on the Avengers shit at CinemaCon that they supposedly they dropped the trailer and Doom caught Thor's hammer or some shit. You know,
good.
You know what I mean?
We need to establish him as a real threat. I think the 4 teasers kind of like show like, okay, this is gonna be some real shit they dealing with. I wish Marcel was here. You know why?
Oh wow! Oh yo,
director themselves said it. Doomsday picks up right where Endgame left off. They basically said, "Fuck the last fucking year,
Bro,
fuck everything that came out. We ain't make that shit." That's basically what they said.
bro, yeah, like that shit failed. Like,
And they're actually re-releasing Endgame in September, and they're adding in scenes to help like link it better to Doomsday.
oh shit, I like that.
So yeah, we don't. Marcel's like, you gotta watch. No, you don't. You don't gotta watch everything. No, you don't. You do not have to watch everything at all,
bro. It don't make sense to tie your new movie to failures and flops. Like nobody saw that shit. Nobody interested in seeing it, and then uninteresting characters. Nobody cared. People never cared about it.
Like just take the stuff that worked these last 2 phases and just bring that over. All the other shit that didn't work, just drop it. Don't explain where it's at. Don't explain what happened. Just
drop that shit.
What Emu said when they raised that island, it never existed in the first place. It never existed in the first place. Act like it never happened, bro.
Nigga, the best part about that last era was fucking Kang, and that nigga who got canceled, he gone. He ain't even part of the shit no more.
Yeah.
But
bring the Fantastic Four over, the Thunderbolts, the people, stuff that worked. Anything else, that shit never happened. What are you talking about?